Hey guys, how's it growing? So, it's a beautiful day today, and I'm picking ground apples for the cows. So I've got 4 buckets, working on number 5. I got most of them. There's a couple of them that are on the ground. There's a big spot over here, all over here. I worked on the other side of the tree. Now I gotta go on this side. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Also, my rooster, I got a new rooster. I don't know where he went, but I had put them in the coop, and someone here on the farm, I'm not sure who, released him from the coop when I was meaning to keep him in there for a few days so that he knew where home was. But you know, there's something interesting that I found about this rooster, is that he's been living outside now all the time for over 2 weeks, and he has not had a single bite of grain or chick feed. So he's sustaining himself on grass and, you know, possibly, obviously, the bugs and whatnot that are in the ground. But yeah, I mean, he's been living off of the land. I mean, he hasn't been eating any grain. He hasn't gone in the coop. So that being said, like, I don't even know why I'm feeding these damn hens if if they can sustain themselves. I mean, they are free range hens, so they go wherever they want until the nighttime when I put them in the coop, just so they don't get eaten. But yeah, I mean, if this guy's able to forage for his own sustenance, then all the hens should be able to do that. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to release the hens after they're done laying, which I usually do. It's just around, like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Then once they're done laying, I will let them go, and they will eat whatever they want. And then I probably won't, I'll do an experiment for about a week and see if I can get away with not feeding them any grain. But if I see that they're hungry, or that they're constantly going to the coop to try to find grain after a few days, like after 2 days, then I'll probably sprinkle some grain in there and see how they go. I mean, you can tell if a chicken's upset or hungry. It'll let you know. So yeah, just a little experiment. I guess anyone in the comments, I know that the people over at Permapastures Farms, Two Old Crows Homestead, the Holler Homestead, they all feed their chickens primarily compost, microbiota, and, forage and food scraps. So that being said, it's harvest season, so there's plenty of stuff in the garden, and I planted way too much. I'm one person, and when I started planting for the season, there were more people living on this farm. Now it's just me and the owner, so there's a lot of food here, and so I think any excess that we can't store, or we should just talk. I mean, the biggest problem in the winter for feeding these animals is spending a lot of money on grain. So I think what I'll do is I will let these things stay in the ground until they start looking like they're gonna die, and then harvest them, put them in the cellar, and when the winter's full force, I can go into the cellar, grab a pail of random garden scraps, and toss it into the chickens so that they can still get some forage, since they won't be free ranging in the winter. Well, I might let them out a couple times to see, but I remember last winter when I let the hens out in the middle of the snow, they would walk, they'd take a couple steps, they'd look out the coop. Some of them would just look out the coop, see that it's snowing, turn around and get back in. They're like, forget that. I'm going to stay in here. So, alright, well, I better get back to picking. I am going to be buying a tripod here soon for my Android cell phone so that I can start taking you guys along with me a little more on what I do throughout my days. Because, you know, sometimes I'm just like, you know, I could be filming a lot of this stuff. Like my chicken tractor builds and the duck shelter build. I could have been filming that as I go. Now, I don't have no editing software, which I'm thinking about looking up what good ones are. If anyone has any suggestions for editing software, that's an app, let me know. Because it'd be nice to be able to time lapse some stuff. Oh, there's the rooster. There he is. I haven't been able to catch him. See, every time I get close to him, he runs away. Come here, you. Hey, little buddy. Oh, I got you now. You're in a corner. Oh, he's right there. I got him. Oh. No! Almost. It's because I have you guys in my hand. Alright, well, better get back to picking. Until the next one. Say goodbye, you crazy rooster.